slow and sluggish.
We're gonna give you the best workout that you can use to become an elastic freak, and we're gonna start right now. So if we wanna be elastic, we have to warm up properly. We've gotta think about warming up our muscles, increasing our strength, becoming more athletic, right? So those are all key factors. So we're gonna start with an easy overhead squat, okay? So we're gonna go through some compound movements that are simple, that we wanna warm up, get our body temperature up, get our heart rate moving, get a little bit of a sweat going before we start doing some of this crazy athlete day focused training. So start with overhead squats. And I've got my training partner, DJ Shuttleworth, who skips workouts and only can train 2 to 3 days a week because he's old and decrepit and can't clean 200 kilos anymore. You're so pathetic.
You're under 200 pounds.
So we're gonna do 5 overhead squats, okay? Then we're gonna go into walking lunges with a twist. So we're here, twist, come up, come forward, twist, come up. So let's go 5 each leg without falling over.
That's a workout.
One more, and then we're gonna go on the way back. Now remember, we're trying to be elastic, and I like to think about, you ever see there's like mini kangaroos? There's like big kangaroos who are super jacked. There's also like these like mini cat kangaroos. And I like to think about that when we're trying to be elastic. It's like boing, boing, boing.
Jesus.
So we're gonna do easy bounds. Okay, so we just started to warm up. We're not trying to break world records here. We're just doing easy bounds here. Nice and easy.
I'm further.
And then we're gonna rest about 2 minutes, and we're gonna go into one more of these warm-ups before we really get into the entire workout. Now we're gonna go Powerlastic overhead squats, which if you've watched some of our weightlifting videos, you'd see these. This is gonna add more tension to your shoulders and a little bit more load overhead. And this can be, again, dowel rod overhead squat. So in our warm-up, this is inside peak strength. This is our prescribed warm-up, dowel overhead squats. What's great is that now with the bands, with the Powerlastics available at garagestrength.com, I already feel more tension in my shoulder and my thoracic spine. One more. Okay. Now, peak strength's got us going into those twisting lunges. Again, here, try to feel your hips opening up, that trunk control, because that's gonna contribute to being more elastic when we're actually doing the jumping workout. We are doing athlete day inside of peak strength. Trying to be athletes, baby. So this is a second time going through, so now we can go a little bit further, a little bit quicker on those reactions. So that's our warm up. Now we're gonna get in that first easy exercise for athlete day. So one of the major factors that we've got to think about, if we're, again, I mentioned building athleticism, strength, muscle, right? Those are the main things that we want to focus on. When we're doing this workout, we're going to build in slowly. So we're going to start with the PVC pipe walks now, okay? So we can go PVC pipe walks. Now we're in an unstable situation. We just did a decent warm up, so we should be able to handle this. DJ's a little better. So now in that unstable position, we're starting to wake up our heart rate. We've got to be a little bit more proprioceptive. And then throughout the workout, we're going to start with a unilateral and bilateral exercise. It's going to be a little bit easier, okay? And then we're going to slowly progress into something harder. So start with the PVC pipe walks as part of your workout to really get your nervous system going. It's going to get pretty freaking complicated with each specific exercise. Okay, so DJ is showing us, he's pathetic. But one of the things here is, like, if you can't do the PVC pipe walk, and I'm just with DJ right now, is that you can actually use our technique stick here as a way to help you support your balance, and then over time you can pull that away. But it is something that's pretty unique. I also want to show this. One of the coolest parts with PVC pipes is that you can get really creative. So we have another video where I play balloon volleyball against Taman. Well, I don't really play against Taman. Taman just kills me. Now we're getting into more of the movements that are gonna have you become elastic. Okay, so the first exercise is gonna be unilateral, and then the second exercise is gonna be bilateral. So one of the things that we wanna focus on here is starting to recruit those high threshold motor units and starting to focus on impulse. So that means when we're doing these drills, it's creating as much force as we can in a very, very short time frame. So when we're inside of peak strength, we want our athletes to gain muscle mass. We want them to gain a lot of absolute strength. But we also need to make sure that we're doing athletic movements so that that gained hypertrophy can then lead to becoming a better freak athlete, a more elastic athlete. So we're gonna do side skips. We're gonna go down and back facing the exact same way, and then we're gonna go into seated box jumps. Okay, so side skips, you better look like Cooper, running back at Vanderbilt, who's the model.
Below, who looks more athletic?
Yeah, who looks more athletic? The running back at Vanderbilt, who's the model inside of peak strength, or me and DJ, or just me. You can also just comment me because we know it's just gonna be me. All right, so we're doing skips. Like,
I'll let you start it. Jesus, look at that. I think it says skips for height. You ain't getting off the ground.
So 1, that's our first set, okay? 2, skips for height sideways is freaking awesome for waking up your glutes, waking up your quads, and your reactive ability from your feet. Okay, so now we've got an easy bilateral movement. Now, one of the reasons why I like doing a seated movement here, which is why it's programmed inside of peak strength, is that we want to feel our hamstrings pull and hip extend while also driving from the quads, and we want to feel that shin angle change. Okay, so we're here, boom. Try to land with like stiff legs. Here, boom. 2 more. Start to wake up. Now DJ goes, we're gonna go back to those side skips, and then we're gonna raise the boxes. Well, just one box.
Yeah, let's see you go straight leg on that one.
Oh no. So we're gonna log that set. Rest about 1:20 to 1:30 seconds. Okay. We're resting, and I'm always getting text messages from athletes sending me videos of them throwing so that I can do technical analysis while I'm inside the sauna. Or memes, yes. And then we're gonna get into that skips for height. But I'm even gonna show here how hard was that. Let's say, for me it was easy, so I'll log it as easy. For DJ, I'll put really hard. The rest time is up. We had 1:20 or 1:30 on our peak strength timer. Now we're gonna do the side skips again, but this time we're gonna do the facing this way, so we're actually gonna be driving from our left side first, okay? And then again, we're supersetting this with the easy bilateral movement where we're gonna go seated box jumps up to a 44-inch box. These are relatively easy movements. They're supersetted well together. And I love on athlete day, to become more elastic, we wanna do things unilaterally and bilaterally, because that's typically what we're gonna see in different sports. And we're training right now as a linebacker for football specifically. That's what the peak strength program is built off of. I mean, that would be accurate for me because I'm just a freak.
You're
like a
DB
like
right
a
now.
like a football
You're
linebacker.
like
I'm just a
DB
freak.
right now.
You say I'm a DB?
DB. You're a DB. Under 200. Your DBs in the NFL bigger than you.
The sad part is there actually might be. I'm gonna show DJ how to have some bunnies. Dude, I'm actually I can feel my butterflies. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I ran 10 miles on Saturday and I deadlifted 500 pounds on Sunday, and today's Tuesday. So like, that's just how, I'm just grinding. I'm just out here grinding, bro.
What are you grinding?
Oh!
Dane's life almost just ended on that box.
It was because I hit my hand on that inside box. I just thought about Jason hitting his hand and getting a splinter the one time when he was in like 8th grade.
Should I be like Dane?
Dude, I think the best part, like, my heart rate got up to like 140. So that just like some things people forget is how well plyometric work, athlete day work can stimulate growth and can stimulate coordination. Like if you're getting your heart rate up that high just from doing jumps, your body's working to really coordinate as rapidly as possible. And in our system, so the system that we use inside Peak Strength, we refer to that as like chaos coordination. We've got to train athletes for open skilled sports, closed skilled sports. And if they can recruit at various joint angles at various speeds, that's going to improve their chaos coordination. So again, we want to get guys bigger. We want to get women stronger, more muscular, but we also need them to recruit and coordinate as quickly as possible. That's what it means to be an elastic freak. Obviously, I love Peak Strength because I help design all the programming. But all the athletes in there are total animals. I love the rest timer. And then when you hit that rest timer, you get to see how hard that is, right? So you can tell you like, oh, this is hard, this is easy. So we can set that, log that set. But if you look at this view history part, the view history shows you like what you've been doing with that specific exercise over the past couple weeks, couple months, depending on how long you've been in it. And I think that's just another freaking phenomenal thing because over time, we're gonna keep building that out and building that out and building it out even more. So you're really gonna be able to look back and see like what you've been doing, you know, 6 months ago versus what you can do right now. And I think that's one of the awesome parts behind it. Okay, so now we're gonna get into Heiden jumps, which is one of my favorites. So we're gonna watch the video. Koopy again. And this is a great one for being agile, okay? So we're gonna go here, drop, and then I wanna see pause on that landing, okay? So that isometric pause, okay, that action is gonna be key for improving your agility. Let's go back, and then let's see what we're supersetting that with. And we're gonna superset that with stair jumps so I can show DJ how to really jump. Stair jumps are gonna be probably the exercise I program the most in our most explosive athletes, okay? So we do stair jumps in almost every single weightlifting program and almost every single throwers program, every single football program, because it forces you to be cyclical and react quickly, but it's also easier on your body because when you land, there's not as much load on the eccentric. So it's something that you can do pretty regularly to increase your force production. And remember, that's like one of the main factors here is that being an elastic freak, using this app, we want to build you to be big, to be hulking, to be animals, but we also want you to be super, super twitchy. Okay, we've got to be fast. Speed kills in athletics and in life. Speed the drug kills, but if we're training as an athlete, if we're training that athlete fitness, being athletic when you're older, when you're 50, 60, it's going to help you with your longevity. If you slip on ice, I got that athletic ability to recover. What? Yeah, what? Okay, so with a Heiden jump, if you can feel what you did when we did the side skips on your glutes, that's gonna be a big factor here. My right leg is always a little bit weaker and my glutes are not as large as DJ's, so I do lack a little bit of power in my hip area. I have more kids than you though, DJ. So I'm here, I wanna ground almost flat-footed, and then I wanna cut. So it's here, boom, and pause, okay?
Oh, look at that toe point now.
Shut up.
Look at that, that's perfect for cutting.
There, I fixed it. Screw you. But one of the things I like doing this with our lines here, so this is our mobility sled line, is also just using that as a guide to see how far you're going. So you're here, boom, okay? So I can see I'm maybe about 1.5 feet past the line here, about the same on that side. So you can start to see with your athletes, or if it's just you as a self-taught athlete inside Peak Strength, and you want to become more athletic, you want to become more elastic, use this. Oh, ooh, you got owned.
That's the shoes, that's the shoes.
You can use that as a guideline for where you're at. And even doing that, let's go one more on each side. You can start to see side to side where you might lack a little bit of that strength.
That one sucked. That one was bad.
That was pretty good.
That one looked like your foot though.
Well, the other thing I want to point out is like in the sport, like let's say for football, right? Or let's say soccer or field hockey, we're gonna cut when we're here, our knee's gonna come forward and we're gonna cut sideways. And when we would cut here, like let's say we have a jump cut, you're gonna ground out and then you're gonna come back. So that's like the progression here. We're inside the comprehension phase in Peak Strength. But if we were inside the ascension phase or the summit phase, we might do a Heiden drop to a bound or do 2 crossovers. So that's where it gets a little bit more advanced with the progressions, but based off our programming right now in peak strength, we're in the comprehension phase, so this is the first progression before we get more advanced. Now I need to show you how to do stair jumps.
I think even too, you could focus on the arm movement as the second step.
Yeah,
Where
absolutely.
It's like you're jumping here, so when this lands, your left is gonna be forward like this, and then you jump in here, so then you can explode here.
Yeah, yes. With stair jumps, kids will do like a stair jump where they're here and they go like this. I don't even know how they do that, dude. It's like this.
When they jump, yeah.
Yeah, it's like teaching, the thing with stair jumps is that you can teach how to cycle, and what DJ just talked about on the Heiden jumps, teaching them how to cycle accordingly. This is how you want to cycle if you're out playing football, or if you're a baseball player and you're tracking a ball. Like, you're not going to jump like this, you're going to jump like this to catch the ball. So this is where doing these exercises, when we build out the app, we built these things out to have the best transfer to your specific sport. So you believe in me?
I believe that you can do it in 3.
I think we've got the cones set up.
What is it, 4? 4 steps to get the 3?
I don't know.
I think it's 4.
I'm just gonna jump because I'm a freak. I'm an elastic freak.
Make sure you're filming this as he falls downstairs.
Oh, dude, that was a little loud, dude.
That was
I think I just broke
high.
our steps.
I think that was 5.
Was that, I mean, I'm elastic. I mean, that's just me. That's just me. That's how I ride.
His is gonna be way better than mine on this first one. This isn't good.
Maybe if you cut your man bun, you'd have less weight on your jumps.
I think that's exactly what it is. Technically, the program I'm doing right now don't have no jumps, so I don't gotta worry about it.
Yo, Europe. Europe.
I didn't think 4 would be that easy.
Yo, Europe.
I didn't think 4 would be that easy. I actually got nervous because it was actually too easy on the first jump. This looks like a football move.
Is that how bad? That's how bad mine looks. I'll try to be a little more athletic. Yo, jump!
Oh my God!
What is that? Raise your hips, then lower them in the landing.
My left side. See, which side sucks for you?
My right side.
And it's my left. Which I don't know why.
So you're gonna do 5 sets of 4 on each side, but you'll go 4, 4, and then we're gonna rest a minute and a half, and then we're gonna hit the stair jumps for 4. Now on our steps, it's best if you get to the top in 3. Jake Horst has actually gotten to the top in 2 jumps, which is the world record stair jumps for
which
us.
Is absurd.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Is there a video of that?
He does have the video, so we should be splicing that into this video right now.
Dude, that jump is stupid.
So for us, we've got to hit in 3 jumps, but if you're out at the football field or something, you know, you're out at a lacrosse field, you can do Heiden jumps, 4 each side, and then hit the bleacher jumps instead of the stair jumps. Make sure you get 4 in a row cycling fast, like me right now. Oh my gosh, it's just too easy. It's just too easy.
You're just the man.
What?
Yep.
What?
I know. You're just athletic, you know. I'm still nervous going into this one. Oh, man.
Oh, barely. Barely.
You do it the same way, and now it's barely for me. Yeah.
So we're gonna do a little bit of contrast. So we're gonna do seated dumbbell good morning, and I'm gonna hold this in my front, okay? So we're gonna go fast, try to feel the lower back, try to feel the hips, the hamstrings. That's gonna be superset with hurdle hops. So we're going into a little bit of contrast to finish off this elastic workout. Think about how we started easy, we did that nice warm up, then we got into the more explosive movements early, or then we got into the simple movements early with the PVC pipe walk. Then we got into a little bit more complicated. Remember, we're trying to improve that kinesthetic awareness and just the whole vocabulary, the movement vocabulary. We want to build that vocabulary base wide, right? So that we have all the ability to coordinate at high speeds and different joint angles. And then now we're gonna finish it with something much more advanced with the contrast stuff, where we're gonna go pre-fatigue a little bit with the dumbbell seated good morning to try and light up our posterior chain. And then we're gonna go, why are you raising that to the 3rd one already? Then we're gonna go into the fast hurdle hops. Hurdle hops is another exercise that's absolutely incredible for that athletic muscle, for that athletic fitness of all ages. But just be aware, it can bang up your knees, so you gotta make sure that you're training your quads, your hamstrings really well, and you're actually focusing on those joint co-contractions when you're grounding. All right, so we're here like this. Boof, 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 boof. Oh, I love feeling like my adductors right there. So now we're gonna rest. DJ, you go. So give me that little breather. Give me that breather time.
How many are we doing?
8 to 10. So DJ will go 8 to 10, and then I'll embarrass him on the hurdle hops. I keep telling Jason that we need to get more videos of people eating it hard on hurdles. So you or I needs to eat it. We need to eat it on one of these hurdle hops. Dude, I still don't understand why the first set you put it up to the second height.
Because I assume we're only gonna do 4 sets, so we gotta get to the last one.
No, I am not doing that.
Well, you were just saying about somebody eating it, so that's gonna be you.
God damn, dude.
You jump up the stairs like nothing, and this you're scared. Yeah, that was really, oh man. Was that too close?
It's a little close, but I can do it. I'll make the calculations in my head. I gotta take my hat off. Gotta cool off a little, even though it's 35 degrees in the back and my freaking fingers are freezing.
Hair. Cool down that hair.
Cool down my hair, yeah. Boom, boom. That was sloppy.
I was gonna make a sound, but I was like, nah.
Sloppy.
Now I feel like you. Why the heck are we starting here?
Oh, yeah. So as a coach, my recommendation, now we're gonna rest about 2 minutes to restore that ATP, but we're gonna get back into do the seated dumbbell good morning. Because I sort of stuttered, I should not be raising the height of these hurdles. So I wanna do another set and be proficient. If we think about strength characteristics, right? So if you have garage strength program design, you can understand the actual strength characteristics that we're training for, which is gonna be blast impulse here and about power 15 plus off of these dumbbell good mornings, okay? So think about that, and that's everything that is based around how we program peak strength. Maybe if your adductors were stronger, you wouldn't get torched by tight ends.
Can't wait for you to fall in this last one.
Shut up. This would be a sign of how well does a 38-year-old, almost 39-year-old learn? How well does a 39-year-old learn? Dude, I'm almost 39. All right, so DJ did raise the last hurdle. So can I go boom, 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 boom?
Can I get a little challenge?
Oh!
See, that was even better than the last set.
That was a little tentative though. Dude, don't raise them anymore, because that was scary.
We gotta raise them all now.
Go, you didn't even go yet.
Non-stop.
You didn't even go yet.
That's because I need a belt.
Bunnies, that's called bunnies.
I can't wait to raise these and then fall in the next one.
So we're gonna do 3 sets of the dumbbell good mornings. Then we're gonna do 3 sets. Come on, now the hurdle hops. DJ's raising him to the 3rd height. And then we're gonna finish off this workout so that you can be an elastic freak. But the key part here is at the end to maintain elasticity. Fire!
Jason doesn't realize I was half-assing those jumps.
Yeah, but he does realize I'm putting that down. I don't care.
Oh,
dude, I'm not jumping that high.
Soft.
I'll jump all 4 at the 3rd height. I'm almost 40. I turned 39 in 19 days. Hey, great job, DJ.
I'll either jump or I'll die. Pick one.
This,
Another separated shoulder. Fuck
no,
it.
that's exactly what I was just thinking. Like that's the last thing I needed. Kim was just telling me on the CrossFit workout how she jumped and missed the bar, fell and ate it. I'm like, dude, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do that. You're terrible. You're a bad person right now.
That looks high. You want me to go? I'll go first.
This is what I hate. I hate being a bitch about this stuff.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, cool. Challenge accepted, Jason. Dude, that looks pretty high.
Yeah, you're an
That
idiot.
looks pretty high down there, I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
You better hike those pants up.
Oh, I know. By the time I'm down there, it's gonna be around my knees.
Yeah, you're gonna be the one.
Well, see, I'm mentally preparing so I don't stop in the middle like you. Damn, that looks high.
Oh!
What's up?
Oh!
Damn, that's high.
I still don't know if I
I got
can do
real
this.
nervous on that one. In my head, all I was thinking, I'm gonna eat this and Jason's gonna get me.
That's what I'm thinking right now.
Oh.
I had a little hiccup, but that was okay. I'm fine with that. So that's gonna finish the twitchy part. That's gonna lead to elasticity, but we got one more part of this workout that we have to get done to maintain that elasticity. All right, so we're at the workout finish. Start mobility. I like to focus on ankle, knee, hip here, just finishing up that workout. So let's go to hip. So we're gonna do a deep squat hold and then pigeon pose. So we'll do that. That's gonna be the key stuff. And then roll out the glutes. But I'm gonna say the deep squat, pigeon pose, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna hit some of this ankle work. Let's do some just easy toe walks to finish that off. Maybe some ATG split squats, but like hold that position, 60 seconds each side, finish that off. And that's gonna help improve your overall elasticity and finish that mobility workout. Oh, my groin is still tight. I don't know if I told you I ran 10 miles on Saturday, but like my groin's still a little tight. And then I deadlifted 500 for reps on Sunday. I don't know if I told you that, but I can feel it in my groin.
I wish I did something on Saturday, but I didn't.
I think some of the main things
some bicep curls.
is like cooling off after a good jump session, making sure that you've got good mobility through the hips, the ankle, the knee. It's gonna be one of the absolute key parts behind maintaining that elasticity. And I think, you know, going back to that chaos coordination explanation, it's like we've got to be able to recruit very fast through various different joint angles. Okay, that's like the key components behind athletic fitness, but also just behind sports performance in general. So training blast impulse, training sustained impulse, training power 15 plus. Those are the key characteristics that we're looking to build upon. And then this is in the comprehension phase. So after we would get out of the comprehension phase, get into the ascension phase and the summit phase, they would be even more complex, which would help us lead into that big peak. For, in this case, the workout that we did was for linebackers for football. So make sure you guys warm up properly, warm up as effectively as you can. You can go back through this workout and you can start with those simple movements. We want a unilateral plyometric movement with some bilateral movements, and then we're gonna progress through this workout to make it a little bit more complex. If you need help with your training, you need a periodized system that's gonna help you peak with peak strength. Make sure you head over to peakstrength.app. You can pick up the app today for 7 free days of training so that you can become a freak. Because remember, freaks, if you want to become a champion, you've always got to cultivate your power. Peace.